Hey, I'm Abby and I edit videos for Tortuga Marketing. I've always had an interest in media production and most of my experience has been with audio, but in the months that I've worked with Tortuga, I've learned a lot about video and I'm gonna put those skills to the test. I'm also gonna try and answer the question, can you teach yourself anything? By trying tricks from pros and seeing if a newbie can pull them off. Welcome to Starting from Scratch. So today I'm going to try the fast and easy visual effects from Cinecom's channel. I'll link those videos below if you want to follow along. Let's take a look at some of the effects. The effects I'm going to try today are changing the color of something in the frame, changing the landscape of a video, and the magic wand effect, which I'm thinking might be the hardest. Let's see if I can nail it or if these are harder than they look. Here's what I learned from the Cinecom video. Opening up Premiere Pro, I am selecting the HSL secondary panel in Lumetri color, taking the eyedropper and selecting the color I want to change, which is my sweater. Then you enable the mask to see what Lumetri picks up of that color. You do not need to hit invert. The top arrow is going to define and the bottom arrow is going to feather out your selection. The top line is hue, the S bar picks up the saturation, and L is the lightness or exposure of that color you selected. And Cinecom says play around with that until you get all of your shirt or whatever you're selecting. Then you disable the mask and under the correction tab, you can shift the color control to pick a color. My shirt probably could have been more saturated and not a similar color to my eyes, but I think it worked well enough. I did other things like my hair and the wall, but those were harder because there were multiple colors that needed to be picked up, so I had to pick the eyedropper plus and select all of those colors to change. And it didn't turn out perfect, but I think if you film with really even lighting, it'll probably work better. So here's what I ended up with. Next, I'm trying the set extension effect. First, I added a video clip from Storyblocks on top of my original video. Then I scaled and positioned the clip to be as big as I wanted it and added a mask around it to fit above the fence in my video. The fence is my horizon line, which is above my head, so if you're doing this in your video, find a suitable position for your clip similar to that. I played with feathering, Lumetri color, and tweaked sharpness and faded film to try and make the clips blend better. It still kind of looks fake, but there's a lot of potential with this trick, and I found it a lot of fun. The last effect is the Harry Potter light up wand effect. I got a video of me with a pen and a light turning on. I added the lens flare effect to the video, and at the point where the light turns on, I split the video to make the lens flare appear. I adjusted the position of the flare frame by frame and keyframed it to move as I moved the pen. It was a very short clip, so it didn't take long at all. I thought this effect would be the hardest, but really, it was the easiest. Here's the final result. Well, those were all the tips. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you maybe some insight or ideas about your next project. Check out Cinecom's original video on these tips below, and I'll see you next time.